Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday, June 3rd, baby. Boy, 2026 has been rocking and rolling, and it is gone by, y'all. We are practically at the halfway mark of this year. Welcome to Unveiled Vibrations. I am your host, TD McCollum, and this is the platform that we come together and have the conversations about what's really going on out in the world and, share our thoughts and feelings about what's been happening. And it's also the people's platform where we can come together and you guys can share with me your thoughts and feelings and be respected. Uh, let's get it started, shall we? Yeah. All aboard, baby. We are here. We are together as a family. Man, oh man. I have missed you guys. And, it is great to see you guys out here tonight. I would like to thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing and sharing. Thank you. Because without you, this channel won't grow. I really appreciate you all, each and every one of you. Oh, man. Last couple of weeks, I have been all over the place, under the weather, under the covers, medicated. I think I'm back in a space of normalcy, but I don't know yet because, frankly, the weather won't let me live. My gosh. It is straight up misbehaving out here, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on. Let's get it started. Something new, something blue and cool. You guys now can join me up here. I am changing a bit of the format here, I will allow people to come up, present things for us to discuss and react to, and in addition to things of my own. And in order to do so, you will have to click the link in the comments. All that I ask is when you come up, introduce yourself, be respectful of everyone that is up here. Your voice will be heard in a respected manner. Your opinion is valued as long as you remain respectful of others' opinions. Just simply click on the link, join me live. Couple of shout outs. I would like to shout out my brother. JoJo Speaks is in the house. Says, hello, everyone. Hello to me. And he reminds you as well, please review, like, share, and subscribe. He's a fan of my Choo Choo. All aboard the Choo Choo train. Come on and ride. For those that know that song. Allowed to run rent free in your head on this day. I did. All right. I don't really have much to discuss. There were a couple of things that people had shared with me recently. Um, I used to pull up the video, the actual footage on screen. Um, Unfortunately, because of how things are on YouTube, I've decided to no longer bring it up on screen, but um, I'll try out playing the audio of said clips and see how things go with that. Because YouTube police don't play. They really don't play. And it has amazed me how the YouTube algorithm and all its back end stuff has evolved and has truly took a clamp down on things. Well, what? Oh, well, that's a disaster. um, okay. If you have been under a rock lately, we know this commander in Cankles occupying 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C. has had his fair share of time in the news lately from, several lies and other statements that him and his cohorts have said. And it just, it at some point, it has you question reality. And for tonight, this is like some of the stuff that I want to dance with for a little bit. because why they have to lie when the truth would do? That's my biggest question. Why lie if the truth would do? Those that wish to come up and have anything to say, there is a link in the comments to join me up here live. Feel free to bring topics and comments. So one of the breaking news is that is currently going on. Shout outs to Aaron from the Midas Touch. He's a great young man to follow in terms of what is happening on the news. And oh my God, you will absolutely lose your mind because of how up to date they are. And one of the breaking news is that he has recently just posted, I'm not sure how long ago this was, but I believe it was today. There are a few Republicans that have broke from the rankings of Donald Trump parties. And I'm intrigued to find out what happened. And I want to share that with you here right now together. And we will react live.
Right now, 4 Republicans have broken from President Trump, and the House of Representatives has passed a war powers resolution to rein in Donald Trump's war in Iran. A stunning development this afternoon.
Whoa. Man, oh man, that is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello and good evening to Lady Virgo is in the house, y'all. Hello to you, my dear. We have the lovely Miss Kill. Welcome. And actually, she is here live with us right now, y'all. Miss Kill.
Hey, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can hear you great. You sound great.
Okay. I'm driving. I was visiting. I was hanging out with my mom this evening.
Oh, nice.
You were talking about what's going on in at 1600 North.
Yeah.
I haven't. I've been like peeking in, kind of keep up a little bit because I am noticing, the news that we are getting is not news. Like it's not even like a top level overview. We're just getting like they're breadcrumbing us.
Oh yeah.
And I think he told a lie over the weekend or something, or maybe last week, that he was in negotiations, peace talks with Iran. And
Right.
what I don't think, people are not reading, and they don't pay attention to what's going on. We were already in a deal with Iran that Barack Obama brokered.
Say that.
Iran was not going to test or develop any nuclear weapons. And Trump tore that up. Then you let Netanyahu get in your ear, and not Netanyahu knows. I know I got this dummy on the hook. He has something to prove. So let me buzz in his ear, see if he'll do my dirty work for me. And of course, dummy takes the bait.
Took it.
And now you are in a situation that you can't get out of. You cannot kick my door in and annihilate myself, my family, and think that, oh, let me come and sit down and talk to you. No, we already had something in place, and you started a war for no reason, and now your back is against the wall because Iran is like, I'm not about to sign the same deal with you that I signed during the Obama administration.
Exactly.
And people don't know this, so they just, they're just saying, oh, well, he's protecting the country. We Iran wasn't a
From what?
threat. Iran was not a threat. The threat was Kankles and Netanyahu wanting to develop um, luxury resorts in Gaza.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
you trying to put a resort in the Holy Land? Like, really? Where
Because
Jesus like picked up his disciples? A resort?
because of the money potential that they saw.
Right. And I'm just, I'm still wondering. Okay, is hantavirus a threat still?
Um,
What's going on with we're not getting information, we're not getting the right news, and the media is he has the media in his pocket, and
that too.
if
That
if you
too.
can get the media in your pocket, you can control the media, and what we get is just so filtered and watered down.
Right. Mamir's here. Hey, Mamir. Good to see you. Miss Kim.
Mm-hmm.
What was so funny about the virus, the Hunter virus that came out, when
Mm-hmm.
it was initially announced, people had to be reminded that we are no longer a part of the World Health Organization because the administration pulled us out of it.
Yeah.
And the fact
But
that, with them not being a part of it, we're not getting firsthand information anymore. We're getting second, sometimes third and fourth hand information. This is why when those passengers made it to their destination over in Europe, we
Mhm.
found out days later.
Right. I didn't even know that they had let them off the boat. I'm like, you should have kept them contained on the boat
Right.
and had the medical teams brought out. But I signed up for the WHO's mailing list, so I do
Mhm.
get updates. And WHO allowed states to join. My
Right.
governor, Pritzker, he signed the state of Illinois up for it. I don't
Right.
know if who is you guys' governor?
Right now is Brian
It's
Kemp.
Kemp. Oh, okay.
And
So no,
they're
thank you.
they're not really paying attention to it unless it
Gotcha.
has something to do in Georgia. And so
Okay.
when they flew people from Nebraska here to Emory University's medical facility for testing, that's
Hmm.
when we found out there were people that had it in the state of Georgia.
Hmm.
And it was like, wait a minute, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Pause everything. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you let the public know that this is going on? Like it was local news outlets that had to let us
Right.
know. It wasn't the
Yeah.
government that let us know.
Right.
And like you said, now they're starting to just trickle out and
Hmm.
try to control the narrative as much as they can. And this is something that was one of the issues that they had with TikTok, was because of how quick information was flying out from these
Yeah.
organizations and whoever it was. Even for Twitter, they were like, hey, we gotta put the clamps on this stuff because they're finding out
Hmm.
before we are able to say
Yeah.
anything. And it's like, well, wouldn't you want people to know in a society where
Think.
information is readily available and at our fingertips? Wouldn't you want them to be informed? No, because in reality, that hurts them in the end because now they can't corral us in the direction that they want us to go in terms of what is real versus what they tell us is real. And this whole thing with Iran, what we've Found out over the weekend they were saying that there's a ceasefire, but then they're doing other nefarious things in the region, attacking people. And when they are on an attack like that, Iran has no choice but to defend itself. And because they're forced to defend themselves, the way they approach it is, we're going to hit everybody. No, it doesn't matter, because the pain that's inflicted to us, you all around us are complacent enough to allow it to happen in the first place.
Yep.
And the fact that you're not protecting us, we need y'all to feel what we feeling.
Yeah. And everything always comes, like you said, like cutting access to information. It's all, I think that's just the end, that's the goal. And I guess they think that we'll just be like, oh, okay, well, we can't get the information, so we'll find a way. Because there's people on TikTok that give good overviews and updates about what's going on in the country. And I stumble upon them. I guess I got my algorithm set right, because I always stumble across people.
Because that is like the beautiful thing that I would say that's going on currently, like within the last year or so. More and more people are feeling emboldened to talk about what is going on.
Yeah.
Versus, well, I don't really know, so I don't care until I really know, type of attitude that it once was.
Yeah, yeah. And when Spirit Airlines went out of business, they thought, Spirit thought that Cankles was gonna, help them out. And I'm like, he's not gonna do that, because it's a low cost carrier catering to, people, poor people. And if you can, if you can cut their access, stop them from going places, stop them from connecting with people, then
that part,
you make them ignorant. And that is exactly what that's the goal, is to keep you stuck, keep you uninformed. Because the more they have you look over here and not look over there at what I'm doing, the more they can, get past you.
Okay. And that's what they've been doing these last, I would say, 5-6 months now. They say, oh, look at this over there. And then the whole time they're robbing us blind.
Yes.
And going through the financial systems and taking whatever they want, while we're mad about ICE, we're mad about Iran, we're mad about Palestine. And it's like, okay, what else y'all gonna throw at us? And this next clip that a friend of mine sent me was really damning to me, because of they're actually saying the quiet part out loud. Now, this is someone that is affiliated with MAGA and well knowledgeable of Project 25. And here's what they had to say.
Okay.
Did the president implement Project 2025 in this first year plus of his second term?
Well, thanks for that question, because since 1980, Heritage has been offering presidential transition projects, which we generally call Mandate for Leadership. What's known as Project 2025 was done on such a scale that we proposed 1,913 recommendations. 1,055 as we sit here have been implemented. The person who deserves credit for that is one Donald J. Trump. If we played a role through our policy scholarship, through message testing and helping to craft public opinion upstream of electoral politics, that's great. Heritage exists not to take credit, but to offer great ideas.
To offer great ideas.
Great ideas for who?
The biggest question. Who are these great ideas are for?
If your great ideas only benefit one group of people, are they that great?
They can't be that great. And to know that they've been at this since the 80s.
Yeah.
And been going to presidential candidates.
The right person to say,
all they needed,
I can do this for you.
That's all they needed was somebody gullible enough to just go along with it. You guys got the right one because all he wanted was to win the election so he would not go to jail. That was the ultimate play in it.
Yep.
He did not want to go to jail.
No, of course not.
To play in everybody's face during the campaign trail, Project 2025, what is that? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, and I think we all knew.
And then, when people start putting two things together and started putting his feet to the fire on it, well, I knew something about it. I heard about it. No, the entire time you were fully in it and on board with it.
Completely aware.
And this is one of the things that we know that was true about him from the last time he was in office, how people can easily manipulate him into doing something.
He's so stupid.
All you have to do is dangle a few dollars in front of him.
And he's for sale.
Shiny. And he's like, ooh, give me that. And you can get away with doing whatever you wanted to.
Yeah. I watched, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I watched this woman's video on TikTok, or maybe it was Threads, I can't remember. But she was talking about all the good work that Mom Donnie is doing in New York. And she said people were saying, how is he getting all this stuff done? And she said, because he's not owned by anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she said, when you're owned by someone, you have to take your marching orders from them because they bought you.
Right. And people don't understand that about politics. And the people that do understand it a little bit, they're like, how are these groups of people able to have access to them?
Yeah.
It's the whole entire premise of lobbying. That's what lobbying and lobbyists do. They come and present their position on things and ask for favors in exchange for other favors. Some of it is financial. Some of it might be something like, hey, we'll allow you to stay at our hotel free.
Yeah, it could be the simplest of things.
And it's like, it's absolutely amazing how much we're shrouded from that world as regular people, unless it gets leaked out. And most of the time, we're never aware of it until it's leaked out. And we're like, oh my God, they were doing that the whole time?
Of course, they've been doing it the whole time. That's we're not privy to those backroom deals.
But those of us that are in the know and are willing to go out there and shed light on it as well as talk about it. You know, I hate that we're in a society where you have to show proof
Yeah.
in order to get believed, and you have to show them proof points over and over and over again
Mm-hmm.
before somebody says, "Okay, now I'll listen."
Yeah.
Now I will believe you. Now I will listen.
Mm-hmm.
And
And the
go ahead.
the farmers, as much evidence and proof that's out there about what he's doing, his end goal, and how he is not helping anyone but the upper 1%. There, people are they're still supporting. They are still willing to, hang in
That-
there with them. I still support
That's
this administration. I still support the president. Okay, you're about to
yeah.
lose. You a fifth generation farm owner, and you're about to lose your farm. But keep supporting him.
I never understood that
Mm-mm.
when I saw the stories of people saying they're foreclosing my farm. I
No.
don't have enough money to eat food, yet
Yeah.
alone tend to my land.
Mm-hmm.
And the the blame doesn't go into proper space,
Yeah.
is what we're seeing
No.
from it. The blame goes to my neighbor because
Yep.
they're thriving and I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I
They don't
don't
understand
understand that.
what the trap that they thought that they were setting for us is the very thing that is catching them up. And I know it's very unchristian like to point and laugh, but you really can't help it because it's like that's what you get. You tried to stick it to us, the blacks, the browns, LGBTQIA plus, and you all are you all are messing yourselves up. You shot yourself in the foot and you're trying to run and you can't.
You can't run from this
Mm-mm.
because no matter how you try to um block out,
Mm-hmm.
diminish, or even lie it away,
Yeah.
reality comes back around that corner with
Yep.
a bat. Not now it and that's the part that I think a lot of people are not aware of is how vicious reality comes back around.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not forgiving. It doesn't
No.
forget
Mm-mm.
what you put out there in the atmosphere as the rebuttal to reality. And next thing you know, you're realizing you're getting beat over the head, senseless.
Mm-hmm.
And then to have the unction to still say, what is falling on me is not my fault.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Either.
I don't understand that.
And then at the core of why you voted for him, because let's be honest, if you watched that debate
Yeah.
between him and Kamala,
Yeah.
there's no comparison. She is far more intelligent, far more articulate. She actually
Yeah.
had plans. Step one, step two, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And he bulldozed over her. And they,
Personality.
yeah, they get off on that. Oh, look at him taking that sister down, And that's what they voted for.
And I laugh about that because recently I saw a video on TikTok where they were talking about um I forgot who sent it to me. They were talking about that the plan was to eliminate Kamala altogether anyway
Mm-hmm.
because she wasn't quote unquote a part of their system.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't come up through their rankings, and therefore they devalued her. And was even crazier to hear was they are now putting blocks in place to prevent somebody like her from ever getting to the heights of a presidential candidate ever again.
But you're okay with the game show host.
And I just shook my head like, what happened to the language that was the vision of the forefathers who wrote the Declaration of Independence for somebody like Kamala to reach that
Yeah.
status? You know,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
common man should be able to reach high status in this country, but you're like, nah, unless you
White
come through
man.
these gates, no.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to make sure you are put back in your place.
But he didn't really come. He didn't come up those right food. I think he was just easy. He was easy to manipulate. He's easy to manipulate
That was the thing about it.
and
And
use.
because, you know, the system in which Trump came up in was based off of lie, cheat, steal,
Mm-hmm.
pillage your way to the top.
Yep.
Any means necessary.
Yeah, that's all he's done his whole life.
And it's like, okay, so if we knew that and you still voted for it anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and when somebody says you voted against your best interests,
Yeah.
you're like, no, I didn't. How can you
Okay.
say you did not?
Right.
The women, all these women that voted for him because they did not like Kamala Harris's laugh.
And some of
Just
them
her
probably
laugh alone,
cackle just the same as she does.
they do.
Something is funny. You don't laugh. I mean,
They do. But
yeah.
then when you no longer can get access to SNAP benefits, health care for your children, even prenatal care.
Yeah, a first time home buyer grant
First
for
time,
$25,000. I was looking
all of
forward
that.
to that. I was like, oh, I could really get with that.
That would have been a game changer because in this current state that we're in, the middle class can't afford it.
No.
And the pathway to wealth is through home buying because you can leverage your house in so many different ways to help you financially along the way.
Yep.
And because we found out about it, they want to take that away
Mm-hmm.
because that empowerment allowed us to have a seat at the table in
Yeah.
spaces that they never meant for us to have a seat at the table with. And
Are
it's
you watching? Oh, go ahead.
Auntie Robin is in the house. Hey, Auntie Robin, thank you for joining us this evening.
Are you watching the Los Angeles mayor's race?
I haven't.
Okay.
I've heard whispers of what has been going on in the background,
Yeah.
And I like to call them antics.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I just shook my head and just kept it scrolling past it because
Yeah.
I'm like, seriously?
Yeah. I'm like, we've learned nothing. Well, not we. They have learned nothing. And
Absolutely.
they love a mediocre white man. They really do. Oh, get this. I need this.
And
They do. They put their trust in him.
it really, really lets me know that as far as we came as a country, man, that rollback to the Stone Age
Yeah.
is so much faster than the progress that we've made. And I've sat back this last year, well, really the last 2 years, and I was just like, man, how is it that we're able to just unravel progress that took 8 years, 12 years to move us out of a space
Yep.
that we declared at that time we'll never go back to, and in 2 years.
Yeah. And we were
Less
right
than 2
back.
years, really. We're right back where we started. And it's like,
To hear these certain celebrities coming out in support of him. Now, I watched The Hills back in the day,
yeah.
and he was a fool on that show.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you all cannot be serious. Oh, they're done. But yet, here they are. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, you all are sitting up here talking about he's the way, and he's never held a job.
Never. But
And yeah.
the admiration that they have for him,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it's not in a state of reality either, because what a lot of people fail to realize, he lied about his net worth
Yeah.
to boast himself up to gain more assets.
Who's funding his campaign is what I want to know.
Who funded it?
Yeah, who's funding him?
Peter. They said
Thiel?
Peter. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
And I'm not surprised that he's bankrolling a lot of people. And of course, if, with his leverage, he's strong arming other people into also supporting,
Peter Thiel has left the United States. He bought, him and his husband bought a house, which I'm going to touch on that for just one quick second. You have a lot of nerve being an openly gay multi-billionaire, and you talking about a pure race. Sir, they are using you too. They're using you for your money. And they probably talk about the man like a dog behind his back. Just like Caitlyn Jenner running down to Mar-a-Lago. What are you going down there for? They're dogging you.
Right. But I talked about that earlier this year, about the different groups and how they get together, and the ones that are really in control of things, that's in the hole in the wall behind the curtain.
Yeah.
That's masked to look like it's wallpaper, and it's so paper thin the conversation leaks through the wall, but then the only ones that catch that conversation are those that are paying attention to the conversations in the first place. And so somebody like Jenner gets to get in that room, but the entire time they're in there, they're being talked
Hmm.
about and laughed
Oh,
about, and
yeah.
they don't know that they're being talked about and laughed about. And they're like, "Oh, it's cool. I'm rubbing elbows with such and such and such and such. I have arrived." And it's like, yo, man, like you don't even know. You don't know, man. And then what's what's bad about it is too, like, eventually they find out that people have been leveraging those things that were said about them against
Mhm.
them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
instead of them targeting the people that has been against them, they're going to attack everybody else
Uh huh.
as the reason for their problems.
Yeah.
And what's so bad about it is those people are pointing at the ones that you're blaming as the reason as your problem,
Mhm.
i.e., the reason why you're not successful is because of immigration.
Yeah.
The reason why you don't have a job right now is because all the Mexicans took the job.
Yeah.
It's not true. The reason
No,
why there aren't any jobs is because the job creation has stopped,
he
because
hasn't created any jobs.
that's that wasn't the goal
No.
of this administration. The goal was to destroy
Yeah.
everything that was presented before me,
Mhm.
because I didn't get the glory for it. It is so egocentric that
Very.
people, us regular people that aren't aware that is the game, that we're gullible enough to eat it up and say, yeah, it's those Haitians the reason why we're
Yeah.
where we at.
And they're not even
Haitians
reporting
did
like
nothing.
we're not even getting jobs reports anymore. He cut that.
No, because
So you don't know.
the real job report numbers, they don't want us to know.
No, they're abysmal. And there are so
But
many people unemployed. It's like
it
I
is.
think they said the black unemployment rate is the highest it's been
Yes.
in years. Like under Biden, we were
It,
doing there were jobs. We were doing
it's
okay.
so the real number of the black unemployment during COVID was above 12%.
Mhm.
It was what it was almost 13%,
Mm.
which when you get around that type of number for a
Mhm.
population, you got to think about it. When they talk about us black people in a criminal sense,
Mhm.
they talk about how many of us are incarcerated and how many of us are the cause of crime.
Right.
They're talking about in the opposite number that is higher than that, 50, 60, 70%, but we only make up less than 20% of the population of
Mhm.
people. So
Yeah.
how could that number be what it is? And then you start to look at the cause of that number.
Right.
The cause being unemployment. Well, why are they
Mhm.
unemployed? Because y'all killed the economy.
Right.
And these companies can't afford to hire people. So they start firing.
Right. Yeah.
Who are more than likely getting fired first? People of
Us.
color.
Yeah, people of color.
And so when you have these people of color in such large numbers and they're desperate
Hmm.
to just survive, we're not even talking about going above their means. We're just talking about, I need to pay rent this month.
Right. Hmm.
I'll figure it out for next month.
Yeah.
We're just talking about this week worth of gas. We're not talking about the year. We're in a state of shock.
Yeah, we are. And, everything is interrelated. Like, gas prices are sky high, diesel is extremely high. Truck
Yeah.
drivers use diesel, planes, that fuel. So those prices go up. Farmers can't run their equipment.
Nope.
They can't get the food to where they need to get it to. They can't make money if they're not selling their products.
Supply chain broke down. It started in COVID,
Uh-huh.
and Biden was able to put a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah.
And this is literally how I describe it. Trump walks in. What's that? Oh, that's a sore under there. Why did they put that on there? Why did they cover this up?
The same reason you about to cover it back up.
And that's the thing. He doesn't care to cover it back up.
No. He literally said,
he never cared from the start.
I don't think about the American people and their finances. Thanks. I mean, I'm just glad he said it out loud. I already
That's
knew.
another quiet part. Said out loud, and I'm like, people, the reality was, you guys fell for the false hope.
Yeah.
The real hope that we got under Obama
Mm-hmm.
set y'all up for this, because y'all felt that what was given to you by Obama was not as valuable.
Yeah.
As it was.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the problem in that is, eventually the liberties and all that comes with that
Mm-hmm.
will begin to erode away. The things that we had gotten accustomed to as normal begins to fade away, and you're like, what happened to that?
Yeah.
Why would they take that away?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, well, when did it come in? And when you realize when it was implemented and how much beneficial to your life it was, it's too late. It's gone.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting it back for years.
Yeah. It'll take, I don't, and people think this is like gonna be like, oh, we just need to, in the midterms, we need to just vote Democrat. No, it's just
It's far more than that. It is far more than that. The midterms is literally, I would like to refer to it as the tetanus shot.
Mm-hmm.
Or, just a shot of Novocaine to just numb the pain.
Mm-hmm.
The real surgery to begin with won't start until after 2028.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you're right.
Like more closer to 2030, 2032. Like that's how far back we've been kicked.
Can you I don't know if you're a little bit more tech not
Mhm.
knowledgeable than I am. I'm hearing a lot about data centers popping up in places,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
I'm not understanding what the issue is, because what's the difference between a data center popping up and somebody putting a new factory coming up in somebody's neighborhood? Because I'm hearing a lot of people complaining and wondering why he's allowing these centers to pop up, and I'm like, well, I'm not that tech savvy.
Right.
So what's that all about?
Um. Okay. Uh. One second. I'm
And if
a
it's too complex, you don't have to get into it
No,
tonight.
no. It's not complex as everybody has put it. Like,
Mhm.
what's happening is, okay. Instead of the instead of people building car manufacture plants, they're looking to build data centers because the nature of our society has become digitized,
Okay.
and they need somewhere to house the information that's collected and
Mhm.
utilized, and to have a backup of that data to where that it never goes down.
Okay.
And so think of it like this: if it's like having your vehicle on 24/7, your car running 24/7.
Mhm.
In order to keep it running, you got to keep it fueled. The source of fuel that they have chosen has become water.
Oh. Okay.
So locally, what has happened is the energy consumption in the area, electricity wise, goes up.
Gotcha.
And through that, they need something to cool it off with. They use water to cool that energy down with. And yeah, you can pull in all of this water, right?
Mhm.
But what are you going to do with the burnout, waste of it? They're not recycling it. Instead,
Gotcha.
they're redistributing it back out in the local community, creating pollution.
Oh God. Okay. I get it.
And
I get
so
it.
they're taking the good from the community and spreading all this bad between the water supply, the air supply, and all of the local resources. Yeah, they do supply employment for those that will qualify,
Mhm.
but then over time, how long is that going to survive in that region as
Okay.
you pull in all the resources to keep things going? That stuff doesn't come from thin air. And so what began to happen was you'll have a community that will say, hey, my water supply is polluted. And they're calling them out as the reason because it wasn't that way before them getting there.
Mhm. It's happening really fast. Like,
Because they're these companies that are creating these data centers are profiting from the government through government contracts
of
in which the
course.
government is profiting both from
Mhm.
federal and state, right? And the only thing that they can offer to the people is employment. And the bad part is they're not given high wages for this,
Of course. Yeah.
you know? And that's to protect their bottom line. And so the question becomes, all right, if the local economy is being eroded by this entity that their intentions is good in some ways, but the footprint that they leave behind around them is so bad
Mm.
for everyone over time. Because there has been a couple of plants that have been around for more than 5 years,
Mhm.
and they've done the research independently. People have done the research independently of the effect of the data center around them, and they're like, "Hey, if you don't address these issues, there won't be a local economy for you to work with anymore."
Oh, wow.
And then it becomes a moral thing. Do you care enough about profits versus people? That becomes your new reality.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing up to the stage Dustin Butler. What's happening, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, Dustin.
Hi, Miss Kim. How you doing today? And how everybody else doing this evening?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Doing real good.
I had a long day today. Had a long day today. Had a long day today.
Yeah.
Tyrone,
Yes, sir.
I have some news to share with you,
Uh-oh.
and I also have some news to share. I have some news to share with Miss Kim as well. I
I'm
have
listening.
I got some news today that News Nation has let go another one of their people today. Her name is Natasha Subest, and she's a person of color.
Whoa.
They let her go, and I think I have inside tea on the situation. So I think that for one, they didn't want to renew her contract.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they said that she wanted more money. But as you know, Tyrone, we had this conversation about Ashley Banfield several months ago. Here
Right.
we go again. Another person got let go. You need to pay your people, or your people's going to leave.
This is true. This is true.
She's been there for 4 years. Been there for 4 years ever since it began. News Nation is very new. They're not very old network. They're very new. She's been there since they began. And I think they're hurting themselves. I think they are hurting their bottom line by letting the people uh, get other places and other jobs, and especially as a person of African American, a person of color. I think she deserves more, and I think they should be paying her more. But that's just me. I don't. It really set me off today. It really upset me because I don't think we should be having these talks in 2026. I think these people that they have a hard job at reporting the news. I think
Yeah.
I think they should be paid what they deserve to be paid, and this is ridiculous. This is 2026. I didn't expect to be having these conversations, and it's getting tiring. President Donald Trump, you get the hell out of the office.
Ooh.
Hey. Wow.
What was it?
Wow.
Yeah. But is it pay, or is it I want you to deliver, I want you to do what I want you to do.
That part.
I want you to
It's
disseminate
pay. It's
this
pay because
piece of news.
she did an interview. She did an interview a few days ago on the weekend. She said it was pay, and she said Donald Trump had a lot to do with it.
Mm. I wouldn't be surprised about that. I'm not surprised by it because this administration has been on a mad tirade against people that they feel aren't favorable to them, and people that they just don't have a relationship with at all. And so they feel like you're easily discardable.
Right.
And it is, to me, I don't think people care enough.
I care. That's why I'm
Like,
very upset about the situation. But that's what's me tonight.
be-
I'm going to speak out about these people because I think these people deserve better.
yeah, they do deserve better. But if, like, with Colbert losing the show again,
Yeah.
like, if more people were to boycott against Colbert losing the show and for him to stay,
Mhm.
that type of action will lead to them doing what is
Well,
right.
I think that had a lot to do with. I think that had to do with Barry Weiss. Barry Weiss did not like Stephen
Yeah.
Colbert, and Barry Weiss. She needs to get the heck out of there too because she's going to take that place down.
Right. I had a few comments I didn't get a chance to get to.
Sorry about that, Tyrone. I'm very heated, so I apologize about that.
No, you good.
But,
Yeah, absolutely good. Okay, Miss Kel. That's cool. Thank you for joining us, Miss Kel. What was it? Yeah, Auntie Ramen had said earlier, and that's the truth. Black people have only been full citizens in this country since 1965. Too many people are sleeping. She also said, I never watched The Hills, but Spencer Pratt is certainly a fool today. In fact, he is a charlatan. Absolutely. It is deplorable on how some of these people are acting these days. And ultimately, what I feel about it is the veil has been lifted on our eyes, and we're able to see more than what we were able to see previously, which allowed us to be aware, quote unquote, of what's going on now. And as we're waking up from sleep, the issue is, like the title of the show tonight, what is reality as we wake up? What is real? Miss Kim, I know you brought up the Madani of New York, Mayor Madani. I recently saw a post of a pastor talking so badly about Madani. I have the clip. I wanted to bring it up on screen, but I'm no longer bringing stuff up on screen. I'll play the audio from it for sure of what he was saying about Madani.
Can you put it to Discord so I can see it, Tyrone?
Oh yeah,
thank you.
And the link will be on the Discord as we're building up the Patreon.
You got Patreon now?
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
Patreon is starting this week. I'm still in like the building block stage of it, but the page skeleton is there. I found this pastor's stance against Madani to be quite interesting.
Sick. A woman can't raise children. You can't raise children with tents. You got to have balls. You got to have a man. And for a man to not take responsibility to raise his children or to be executed, you have a responsibility before God. And we don't want to hear that. Women's rights. No. We got the sickest, poorest, economically deficient people on the planet. The other thing is this, is that when that boy Mondami came out on the scene, this nigga is a Muslim. He is a jihadist, if you will, intifada, if you must, Hamas supporting anti-Jesus Muslim. And niggas are talking about he got a good program. I don't give a damn how good his program is. He's a Muslim and Jesus is Lord. And I'm voting for him and I ain't telling nobody else to vote for him. The hell's wrong with you? Sick. A woman can't. I'm tired of the Democrat Party making bitches out of our women and pussies out of our men. I'm tired of it. I've had enough of it. The man needs to stand up and be a man. I'm tired.
You know, this Pastor James David Manning had so much to say about Madani. And the biggest question I had for him, what have you been doing for the people?
You can say that again. Say that again. You haven't been doing a damn thing about talking about, oh, you're gonna do something wonderful, but then you're not gonna. You haven't done a damn thing. So, how about you let the governor, let Madonna do what he's got to do, and give him a chance. I'm sick of these people. I'm sick of it.
What makes me sick about it is like this man practically came from nowhere, Madani, and from what we are seeing, he has a record, and it's a proven record of getting stuff done.
Right.
My question is, in all the years that you've been a pastor, James, what's your record?
Yeah, let's see your record.
Let's see your record.
I want to see it.
And all the things that you've done.
Yeah.
Versus Madani's record. Christianity aside, Muslim aside, human being at the front, come down front as a human. Because all I hear in this is hatred for the man's religious choice. And my question to you is, how much do you know about the religion first to then prejudge him as a person based off of that alone? Because that's what it sounds like. You're prejudging him off of something that you may not even know everything about. You're simply going off of what you heard. When I saw this, for you to utter the name Jesus in the same phrase, I cringe, because my question becomes to you then, sir. How much do you know about Jesus? Because if you say you know everything about Jesus, how so? Because Jesus,
we learn every day, time. We don't know everything. We figure it out. We grew every day. So how can you prove it to me? How can you prove it to me?
How can you prove that? Because on top of that, I have to ask you, this question is, if you say, I know Jesus because of what the Bible told me. Okay, let's go with that. If you're going off of the lessons in which Jesus taught in the Bible, your actions in this, I believe this was your sermon, to me, my opinion, is anti-Jesus.
I agree.
Because my question becomes, did you even have a conversation with Madani?
Nope. That's just my opinion.
I don't think so. I agree with Dustin here. There's no way. It doesn't sound like it. Prove me wrong. Show me the proof point where you had a conversation, sat down, broke bread with him, and he did you wrong for you to have such a venom towards him as a Muslim. Or are you simply regurgitating the talk points that you were taught as a child growing up in your church, as a follower of your God, as a believer of your doctrine, based off of what you heard people say about Muslims? I'm not Muslim. I am a true follower of Christ. It's one of the reasons why I love sitting down and having the conversation with anybody about anything, because that's legit what Jesus did. According to my Bible. Maybe that's not within your Bible, Pastor James. Maybe. But I would have hoped a man, and I'll give you that respect that you are a man. The part that I am, based off of what I saw, am diminishing. I don't want to call you a man of God. Because there is stark contradictions based off of the lessons that are taught to us in the Bible that you're not representing according to this video. I don't care about you saying the N-word, because that's the language of our day. If you look back at the language of Jesus' time and really look at how he talked to the Pharisees and everybody and the religious folks, he was a slick talking man of God. Can you be a slick talking man of God? Yeah. What makes it different is your actions. A true slick talking man of God will have the conversation with everybody and have an open mind. A regular man portraying to be something that clearly they aren't. Is what I see there.
I agree with you, Tyrone.
That's the reality that I'm looking at.
That's the reality that I'm seeing too.
And if somebody happens to catch this video, Pastor James, you want to have a conversation about it, let's come up here and talk. I dropped the link in the chat. This is something I'm going to be doing weekly. You want to come up here and talk? Let's come up here and talk. We will be respectful. I'm still being respectful. I haven't called you out your name yet. Want to know who I am? You can look me up. Yeah, you're not going to know who I am. Just like nobody knew who Jesus was.
Yeah, Tyrone, you're doing the best job. You do the best job that you can do on a weekly basis, and I appreciate it. You be yourself a lot. You be yourself all the time, and that's the way it should be. And you say what's on your mind, and I'm the type of person that say what's on my mind as well. So,
yeah,
there's days where
I keep it real funky, and it's not about being entertaining. I felt like people that were in this church were being entertained in that moment. Maybe that is the conversations that people within that community have at the dinner table. Maybe. I think until people really take off whatever rose-colored glasses you're wearing and become fully aware of your surroundings and the reality in which you are currently sitting in, you will begin to continue to be susceptible to these people that will present themselves in this light, and most of them are charlatans. And I'm not saying Pastor James is a charlatan, but because I don't really know him, I would like to know some more about you. But honestly, I kind of don't, because to have such venom for people when Jesus' message was love, I can't I cannot be an advocate and say, yeah, no. Because, as they always say, you got to stand for something, or you'll fall for anything. And I maybe that's your stance on this, Pastor James. This is where you decide you want to stand up because you fell for, as you stated, what the Democrats have sold you.
Mm-hmm.
And part of me wonders, like, what was it that you're initially attracted to by the Democrats that now I'll say this, you're church hurt by the Democrats. And a lot of us are aware what church hurt means. We've gone through something and are affected by it, and that becomes something that we wear around with us, and anything that resembles anything along that lines becomes a trigger for us, and we then demonize everything that looks somewhat similar to it without even gaining the proper level of knowledge about said thing. The way I feel like you're talking about him is like in the same vein as people have been talking about AI. Oh, that's the devil. The devil can. People call the microwave the devil. But we're still cooking popcorn and meals in it to this day, right? People said the automobile was the devil. And we traveling and buying them every day. People said the airplane was the devil. And yet still we're able to go worldwide because of it.
Right.
The reason why they demonize it is because of their lack of knowledge of it. All I say is this. If you're truly a pastor, invoke Proverbs, please. That's number one. Number two, if you're truly this man of God that you're presenting yourself as, act like Jesus. Now people are like, oh yeah, Jesus flipped over the tables. There was a reason why he flipped over the tables.
Well, he got mad.
Why was he mad? What led up to it? If you're not aware of what led up to it, shut up. Go read the book and find out why he flipped the tables.
Yeah.
I'm not your pastor. I'm not going to tell you that. What?
I'm going to look at the terms. I appreciate you.
But I've been a student in the church all my life. And I have matriculated through enough to know, sir, you ain't it.
Right. Yeah.
And for you to display yourself as a representative of Christ, no, I'm here to tell you, no, you're not. You're representing yourself. You're not representing the body of Christ. No, you're not. And that's all I got to say about that. This has been a great show tonight, my friends and family.
So sorry I came in late tonight. Sorry about that.
No problem, man. It is open And Miss Kim says they were selling merch in the church. Mm-hmm. It was doing that and some more that was not pleasing to Jesus's eyes. Yeshua. Because none of which they were participating in was centered around elevating the people towards God. This has been Unveiled Vibrations podcast.
Yes, I'll be here next week. And I'll be here.
I thank you all for joining me tonight, man. It has been a wonderful night. Shout outs to the panel guests, Miss Kim, and Dustin Butler.
Shout out Mr. Tyrone, certain thanks to me.
You know, hey, you guys can reach me on Instagram and TikTok at Mr. TD McCollum. I'll be here weekly, Wednesday nights at 8:30 ish. I'm trying to get closer and closer to actual time. But like tonight, I was making spaghetti before the show, so unfortunately, I didn't make it here exactly on time, but I still made it here, and that's what matters the most. And I thank you all for joining us. You can join us on Saturday mornings at 10-ish a.m. where we're coming together to do some prayer, some laughter, and reflecting on life, as well as reading a devotional for the day of the week. We do this faithfully because that's what God asked us to do, and that's why we are your faithful warriors. Or at Faithful Warrior Ministries. Come join us. I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it.
I do it. I enjoy it every week. Every Saturday, I enjoy it. Sometimes I don't make it, but sometimes I watch it on the replay.
Yeah, and it's okay if you make it on a replay. Only thing we ask is leave a comment, please. Let us know that you're there.
And the last few weeks I've been here live, so yeah.
You know, if you want prayer, we actually pray for everybody. It's not selective. If you're Muslim, Catholic, Judas, everybody, non-Christian, Christian alike, everybody needs prayer. Dustin, tell the good folks how they can follow you, my friend.
You can follow me on Instagram at Dustin Butler. You can follow me on Instagram at Dustin Butler 700, and you can follow me on Facebook. My Facebook is Dustin Butler, and also you can follow me on TikTok at Dustin Butler 24. I have a special box battle on Friday on TikTok. And my friend, I have joined with my friends, so if everybody can beat that, it starts at 7 o'clock Central. So I hope everybody can be there. But you know what I mean? I'm doing a box battle, so hopefully it goes well.
Hey, that's what I like.
Yeah, hope it goes well. Yeah, my friend is hosting it, but I'll be there. I'm a contestant at the box battle, so yeah, hopefully I will be there.
I had planned on going live tonight on TikTok. I still might go live for a little bit.
Can you guys have to send me the TikTok your TikTok so I can follow, and hopefully I can be there.
Yeah, definitely will.
Yeah.
Look, and as always, man, peoples, if nobody has told you that they have loved you, we do over here.
I love you too, Tyron.
Love you guys. Good night.
Good night.
See you next week.
See you next week.